the answers, or we just, because maybe we answer them, and maybe the answer is not correct, or we
No,
just.
no, you answer them and send it to me.
Okay.
Send it
Mhm.
to me so that I'll have a check. Okay.
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 Yeah.
Send it to me.
Oh,
I'll have a check. And
mhm.
yeah, try them. See how far you can go. And I'll give separate documents on a daily basis so that it will not be hard for you all to find in one complete document where our programs and so it will be separated documents. Okay.
Yeah, it's better. The
Yeah.
documents homework must be, yeah, better. Yeah,
Yes,
separate.
yes. Separated documents. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
No, you're welcome. Yeah, started recording. Okay, first thing I wanted to share is I was just revising myself what all topics I have covered till now. And only one change that I want to explain or tell here is my Word document visible? Is the Word document visible?
you. Yes, yes, it's visible,
Yeah.
Ashish.
So here in operators, in JavaScript operators, I did say that the last one was unary operator, but okay, this is not unary operator. It is a type operator. Okay, it is not unary operator. It is a type operator. What exactly this type operator is? The one which we were working on. I mean, it's not unary. It's a type operator. When we use type of any variable to check any variable what type it is not unary operator, it's a type operator. Okay, this is the only change in operators. I mean, this is not called as unary operator, it is a type operator. Okay, when you use type of something, then this is not called as unary operator, this is called as type operator. Okay, this is the first thing. And the second thing is, Nadia, this is for everyone who wants to know what exactly Unicode is. Unicode is like a universal language for computers. It's a big list of codes that tells computers how to display letters, numbers, emojis, and symbols from every language in the world. Okay, we might take any language, but it will convert into Unicode and then it will display on the on your screen. It will display on your screen. Like, think of Unicode as a giant catalog. Each letter, symbol, or emoji has a number called a code point. For example, letter A is 65 and smiley face emojis 128522. When you type or send a message, your computer uses these numbers behind the scenes to show the correct symbols. So this is mostly at the development part. I mean, this is completely related at the development part, but just for an information, this is what Unicode is all about. I mean, it's a universal language where if someone types in, you know, Swedish, if someone types in German, if someone types something in Italian and some English, some in Telugu or Hindi, okay, or the computer should understand and display it correctly. That is where this Unicode comes into picture. Okay, so this is all about Unicode. Now
Okay.
we
Thank you,
have
Ashish.
great understood why exactly
Yeah,
Unicode is here. Okay,
here we
now
go.
there is one thing which we were discussing. Let me copy this. Okay, we created an array. Okay, we did create an array with let keyword and also with const keyword. Okay, with const keyword, both we were able to we were able to add elements and remove elements, update elements in the index, everything. But we didn't know what was the difference when we use let as a variable type and when we use const as a variable type. So the only difference is when you say let arr123, okay, you can update that arr to something new, completely new array. But in constant, when you use const, then you cannot update that array to a completely new array. I mean, you cannot reassign the value. Like in the same way, when you say let a equal to 10, okay, again you can say a equal to 15, this is fine. But when you say const, b equal to 20, okay, you cannot reassign the value once again stating b equal to 25. You cannot do this. When I try to run that, okay,
Mm.
when you try to run this, it says const is already assigned. Okay, you cannot reassign the value to the const variable. You cannot reassign it. So same goes for the arrays as well. When you have created an array, when you have created an array with with some data, okay, with some data, okay, you can play around with this array, you can play around with this array, but you cannot recreate, I mean, you cannot use the same variable name and create a completely new array. You cannot do that. Okay, you
So,
cannot do, yeah.
so this is wrong here that you highlight here. It's wrong.
Yes,
Yeah.
you cannot do it. I mean, it will throw an error. Same
Mm.
as it has thrown for B, where we have updated it to 25, where it was throwing an error, it will throw the error for same for arrays as well when you use const. So const is
Mm.
final. Const is like in Java you use final keyword, right? In the same way,
Mm.
here in JavaScript you use const, which means it is final. Like const I,
Yeah, you've explained this at the beginning of the course.
yes,
This, I remember it.
yes.
Yeah.
So pi value is 3.14. Okay, it is a constant value. You cannot update this value to something else, 4.89, nothing. No, you cannot do that. So as we have nine, no, Pluto is not, 8 planets in our solar system. So you cannot say there are 10, 12 planets. So it is a constant. 7 days in a week, it's a constant. You cannot say there are 10 days in a week. Same way, const means it is final. You cannot go ahead and reassign something new to it. I mean, you cannot use this variable name and then reassign something new. See, it will throw an error. Let me go ahead and run this. Let me say this as ARR1 and ARR1. Okay. Now see what happens. Okay, this is all commented. See, it is throwing an error. It is saying assignment to constant variable. You are reassigning the value to the constant variable, which is not correct, which is really not correct. You cannot do that in any programming language. When you say const or final, C sharp also I think it's const. Java, Python also it's const or final. You need to check. So when you say const, then you cannot reassign it. Okay, this is the difference when you use let or const for arrays. Okay, so please be careful when you're using const, and it will, when it throws an error, you'll definitely get to know, oh, okay, I'm creating a new array for the same variable where I've declared it as const, so I should not do it. So you go ahead and change your code, make this as let. If you want to really you want to go ahead and change the ARR1 to 45, then make it let, then there will be no error. Okay, so this is the only difference between let and const when used in arrays creation, when used in arrays creation. Okay, great. Now now the last point I wanted to discuss is, this was also a question asked by you, Nadia. See, let me copy this and paste it here. Okay, now you asked me if I want to know the index of this S, but not the first S. Okay, when we are doing the string methods, okay, when we used index of this str, it was giving the index of first S, right? First S. If I go ahead and write this, uh, let str1 equal to copy, or else I can directly do this. Console dot log str dot index of S. Okay. Now let me comment this and comment these as well. Okay. Let me run this. So here it is giving me the index of first S it has got. Okay. First S. The first S which it got, that index number it is giving here. I mean 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the index number of S. So if we want to know the index number of this S or this letter S, then how can we do that? For that, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and there's a lengthy work, okay, lengthy process. First, you need to take this, the one from where you want to get the index number, take the complete word, take the complete word of it, then store it in a new variable and get the index of this, get the index of this. So let me run this. Okay, I need to print it, right? Need to print it. Console.log. Mm, okay. So when I print it, I got 27. So 27 is a starting index. This is a starting index of this word. Okay, this is a starting index. Now we got this one. Okay, we got the starting index. Now I want S, this index number. How can I do that? Now here, what I need to do is I need to I need to I need once I got this, once I got this course index value, then I need to go ahead and use this kind of this in this way. I mean the method should be used in this way where two parameters are inputted. I mean we need two parameters to input. One, the letter that we want, the index number of the letter that you want, and the starting index. I mean this one. Where uh where exactly is this? Okay, so now if I get this, print this, now if I run this, now here, see, this is the variable name. Okay, so we use the variable name here. Okay, so and from this course I want S index. Okay, so I went ahead and used S. Okay, and then now I printed this one. So now I will get the index of S in the course. When I print 31 is the index. So this is how you will do it. This is how you will do it in order to get the index of second or third letters or ongoing letters in the string or in a statement. Same way, let's say if I want to get the this one, I mean I want to get the index of I in JavaScript, in JavaScript word, not the first I don't want the first I. First I'll do what is the now I don't need this. Okay, I don't need this. I can comment this. Okay, what I'll do first, I will use JavaScript here because I want I from the JavaScript. So I'll use
And
JavaScript
also
here.
we
Sorry,
change in let we change in let also. Let's
let
JavaScript index at the beginning of the line 11.
no, this is fine. This is fine. This is variable name. You can give anything. You can give anything to this variable name. This is not
Oh,
yeah, this is just a variable name. You can give anything. You can also give XYZ. Let's say X, Y, Z, and sorry, Z, right? Okay, XYZ. Then I want to print the starting index of this JavaScript. So what I'll do, I'll print it. I got I got the index of. I have used the string. This is a string method, right? str string method, index of JavaScript. So I'll print this. Let me also comment this as of now. Okay. So what I'll get the index of JavaScript, which is 16. Now from here, I want the index of I, right? Index of I. So what I'll do, I'll say I index, or I can also name this something, okay? I can name this ABC. Anything. The variable name can be anything. It's not strictly rule that you need to use one variable, I mean, exact variable name. You can use anything, okay? But for your clearance, for your clarification, or for your understanding, you can write like I index. You can write it in this way, or else you can use anything. You can use anything as a variable name, okay? Now here, string index of, in when you're getting some letter from a letter's index, from a word which is in between the statement, and that letter is after the I mean, it is not the first occurrence, it is a later occurrence. Then here you need to use two parameters, okay? Two parameters. First, you need to give the index of the letter that you want, and then you have to provide this variable name, this variable name.
Ashish,
Yeah.
16 is the when you want the index of JavaScript, 16 is the first letter of JavaScript. Yes, this is the
Yes,
index.
yes, yes.
Oh, the first. Um,
Now you got the I index value is 23. So
mm.
I mean, these are a couple of extra steps that you need to perform. And the most important thing that needs to be remembered is, when you want the index of something which is not in the first occurrence, and it is somewhere in the next upcoming words, then in when you're trying to get the index of that particular letter, you have to provide two parameters. One, the letter that you want the index of, and then the variable name that you have used to get that word index, that variable name you need to provide here, okay? Then you print the new variable where you have stored, then you'll get the index of the I.
And if you have Ashish, if you have like, for example, now we are looking for JavaScript. If you
Hmm.
have JavaScript twice in the text, and so it will give the first one, or we have to mention how to do it.
Okay, if you say JavaScript twice here,
Mm, like there and at the end, for example, or
okay,
at
JavaScript course,
the,
and then we have JavaScript course, okay. Okay. So what you need to do here is, I okay, let me do one thing here. Uh First, how can we get this? How can we get this? If I have twice, then I think, nah, if I use string index of JavaScript, it will definitely give 16.
yeah, it give the first one,
The
like the
first,
same way of
yes.
oh,
Yeah.
that's we did at the
So,
beginning.
mm, if I
And, mm, and there is also another case.
mhm.
I want I want A in JavaScript. It will give the first A or the second, like the second A or the fourth A. There are two A in,
Yeah,
there
in
are
JavaScript. Mhm.
mm, yeah,
Okay, there are two.
also
This,
case.
yeah, this we can get it. This we can get it. This how we can get it is, okay. This one, let me tell you how we can get this. Okay, here, if you want this A, but not the first A, then go ahead
Mm.
and take this part.
Okay. Okay.
Take this part.
Yeah,
Then
I
you will get
understood.
the A. Okay, but now the next question is, yes. That also you can do it. Okay, let me do one thing. Okay, yeah, I got the answer in this way. Okay, here, take this part, this complete part. Okay,
Like one word. Mm,
yes. Now you
yes, yes.
got the 27. It starts from 27. Now you want, sorry, I, right? Then go ahead.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, then
Mm,
you'll get 41 as the index.
mm, yes.
So you just need to
Or
modify something, huh?
Or even we can take only the space with JavaScript.
Yeah,
We
we
don't
can
need
take,
that
yeah, we can take with space with JavaScript. Yeah, if you want, you can just take
because
with.
it's also
Yeah,
a
that is
single.
also one way.
Mm.
Then
Yes,
it
thank you.
starts with you're welcome. So yeah,
It's
15. Ah, no,
No,
no, no,
no,
no,
no,
no, no,
no.
no, 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 no,
No,
no, no,
it's
no,
not
no, no,
working because
no, no.
before
Yeah, we have.
JavaScript,
Yeah,
there is
yeah,
a
we do have.
space.
Yeah, we have. So
oh yeah,
I,
this is another,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Sorry, sorry. Okay, I can go with this single word. Okay, single letter is fine. Okay, as we don't have e here, ends with e here, but here it ends with e. So I just took e here. So the
Yes,
starting index is 31. Sorry, 32, and I got the I letter, which is 41. Okay.
yes, it's clear now. Thank you.
Okay, great. So just extra work, some extra work. And the most important thing is you have to store it in a variable. First, you have to store the word index in a variable. Then you have to use that word index variable as a second parameter, second argument, second input. You can say anything. You need to use that and then print the variable that you want to print. Then you will get the the desired output. Okay.
So, Ashish, we do not
Mm.
print when we select the word. We do not print. We do let's and string index the word, and then we take the parameter, the only for example I. There
Mm.
is no console.log. We do not do console.log between the two lets. Yes, the
Two
console.log
let's
at the end,
I,
or we.
okay, you are saying directly here, directly. I mean, you want to use console.log for this part and not store it in a variable.
No, we store it in a variable, but should we do console.log twice or only at the end once?
Now you want okay, okay, I understand. You don't want I mean, you're saying that we don't want to use this console.log. We just want once, right?
Yeah, is it on? Yeah,
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
that
that
is
is fine. That is
is
fine.
done?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you'll get the I value. Yeah, that is fine. You
Because
need not
if you
use.
do both of them, it
Mm.
will print twice. It will
It
print two values.
will not print twice. It will print first the word that we want the index of. Then it will go ahead and print the letter that we want the index of. This is different. This is printing the word one.
Yeah, but the output it will be two values in the output, not only one.
Yeah,
The
okay.
first
Now my question here is, let's say I'm printing both. Okay. Now how can you differentiate? How can you differentiate with which is the value that we are looking for? What
is the
changes can
class.
you make in console.log to say that this is the value that I want, this is the value to just check?
Mm, like what we did for even number and odd number, we just write.
Mm. We
Is it
just
like
write,
this?
we just write.
Um, I forgot. We wrote something. Is I remember.
Yes, yes, you're right. Okay, you just concatenate with a
I
string.
insist concatenation.
Okay, this is word index colon space, and this is this is what I was looking for. Was looking for looking for. Okay. Now, okay, I need to use plus here. Plus. Now it will. Now you can see the difference. Okay, this is word index, and this is what you were looking for. So you can use strings as a concatenation whenever you want to define or whenever you want to display or explain something. Either use strings as a concatenation, or there is one more thing that you can use, which we use very rarely, but it is very beneficial not only for you, but for everyone who looks at your code. What is that? Anyone can answer. If someone comes and looks at your code, he has to understand or she has to understand.
We do this slash. We explain with this slash like not.
This one,
I mean the.
this one,
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, yeah.
what is it called as?
I forgot the name.
Comment.
Comment.
Correct.
Comments.
Yes.
Comments. Okay, always use comments. Always use comments in your code. not only for others but for yourself as well. If you come after 6 months or 3 months and look at your code, and if it takes time for you to understand your code, your own code, or read your code and understand your code, then that is not a good practice. So always use comments, always. It is completely fine, and it will not take any memory in your in your computer. It will not take any memory. Comments doesn't take any memory in your computer, so you can use or write as many comments as you want. You have to understand, and someone looking at your code has to, they have to understand. So it's always good to use comments, okay? And you can write single line comments or multi line comments. That is completely fine, and it's a best practice, to be honest. It's a real best practice. Okay, so that is all for today. So we will be meeting next week Monday. Okay.
Okay, Ashish. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
so
Okay.
yeah, that is all for today. So please do practice, and please do practice, and yeah, work on the
Okay.
examples. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone. And anyone has sorry, anyone has any questions, any doubts, or any queries until the, I mean, till the topic covered till now?
I I think it's
No, Ashish.
we have to practice
Oh,
first before we answer this question.
okay. Okay, thank you so much, thank you so much, and everyone have a blessed week. Okay, great. Thank you
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
you.
Bye. Good night.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Stop
Bye.
presenting. Bye bye. Stop.